Hey kids, I hope you're doing well today. It's Thursday and we've got some good stuff going on today. I've got a fun story. We still have more Clifford stories we could read, but I wanted to have something else. This is a book about thunderstorms. Papa loves thunderstorms. But before we get started, today is somebody's birthday in our family. I wanted to recognize that, and it's Caleb's birthday. He's 7 years old. 7, that's a big number. So happy birthday, Caleb, and I'm sure you're going to have a wonderful day. Also, I wanted to, my mustache is struggling sometimes, but I also want, we'll have to see how this hangs in there. Woo boy. Anyway, we also want to recognize or thank Melanie for sending the pictures about the snow. It looked beautiful up in Washington with the snow, and especially the trees with the snow on it, and the snowman was pretty big. So that was fun to see, and I hope everybody got to see some of the snow up by their house. And everybody's been to their house. We went there for a Thanksgiving a little over a year ago, and that was a lot of fun. So I know you all remember their house, and they got some good snow. We've also been having some snow up at our cabin, and that's good, and a little bit of rain here, so we're working on it. So with that said, I thought I'd go ahead and read you a story about thunderstorms. Ooh. How many of you heard and seen thunderstorms? I've seen thunderstorms, and they can be pretty big and scary, but you know what? Papa likes thunderstorms. They can be scary, but I like thunderstorms, and I get excited when I see one coming. And I realize I've not lived where too many thunderstorms happen most of my time, so I really like it when I do see a thunderstorm, because I don't see them all the time. So here's the story. It's called Just a Thunderstorm. Look at the kids and the cat. They look a little bit scared, don't they? Well, let's see what it says here. Okay, look, you can see a thunderstorm starting to come in the distance, and the clothes are blowing. Do you see that clothesline? That clothesline is how people used to dry their clothes. Right now, we almost always use a washer and a dryer. Well, they used to do a washer, and then they just hang their clothes outside on what's called a clothesline. And you see it's just a little stake in the ground with some wood, and then just wire that goes to another one that looks just like it, and they use clothespins to hold the clothes on. And that used to be how almost everybody dried their clothes. So most every home had a clothesline. But you could see when the thunderstorm was coming, the clothes started blowing, and if it starts raining, the clothes aren't going to dry. They're just going to get all wet. So they needed to get the clothes off the clothesline fast. So the story starts. Mom said a thunderstorm was coming. The sky was dark and the wind was blowing. Boy, and look at them. They're starting to be a little bit scared. Look at their faces, but they're going to get ready for the thunderstorm. I helped Mom bring in the clothes from the clothesline, and my brother picked up the toys in the yard. Oh, they got all the clothes off the clothesline. Do you see the clothesline with the clothespins? They used to just leave clothespins right on the clothesline. And look at them. They're picking up the toys. Do you see the clouds getting bigger? Look how big those clouds are getting. Oh my. Then we heard a faint rumbling noise. But I wasn't scared. I knew it was just a little bit of thunder. Look at them. They're looking out. Now they're in the house. They've got their clothes. They got their toys. Here, kitty. Here, kitty. We want the kitty cat to come in. Don't want the kitty cat left out in the thunderstorm. Oh boy, it started pouring down rain. Mom forgot to roll up the car window, so I went with my brother to do it for her. We got soaked. Look at them. They left the house. It's raining like crazy. And they're running. Up. They ran over to the car. Look at the car windows were down. They're going to have a problem. So they were good kids and they said, Mom, we'll take care of it. And so they ran over and got the windows up in the car. Because if those car windows were down, the inside of the car would be pretty soaked with rain. While Mom was making dinner, we saw some lightning out the window. Have you ever seen lightning? Oh my, lightning makes the big thunder sound. They're at the table. Oh, and they've got their kitty cat with them. The kitty cat got saved. They're inside now. But look at them. They're starting to watch the thunder. It's like a big show they're going to watch. Uh-oh. Then the power went out. That means the electricity went out. That means the lights went out. So now it's going to get a little bit dark. Have you ever been around when the lights go out? I think most of you have lived where you've had a chance to see what it's like when there's no electricity, especially at night. There's no TV, lights go out. You have to do things a little different. So, Dad lit some candles and made a fire in the fireplace. Back then, most homes had fireplaces. Nowadays, they don't tend to have as many fireplaces. But you remember our cabin? Our cabin has a fireplace, huh? So, the dad lit some candles, and when you light the candles, it gives you a little bit of light, so it's not dark. And people can see a little bit, and it's sort of fun. It's how people used to live. People used to live before there was light bulbs, and they burned a lot of candles. And that's how they used to stay up a little bit later at night. Oh, and then we roasted marshmallows and hot dogs for dinner. Marshmallows and hot dogs for dinner. It was just like a real camp out. Look at that. There's a marshmallow. Do you see the marshmallow? Do you see the hot dog? Oh, look at the plate of hot dogs. And they're cooking their hot dogs right in the fireplace. Let me tell you, Papa would love that. That to me is a lot of fun. So right now it's sort of scary out with the lightning and thunder, but they're having sort of some fun with the candles and the fireplace and cooking their dinner. Up, the power came back on just in time for our favorite TV show, but the weathermen keep interrupting the show. Then it really started thundering loud, so they started to see the show, but it kept getting interrupted with warnings. And now it's getting to really storm outside. I think they're starting to get worried. Soon, Mom and Dad said it was time for bed. But I didn't want to go to bed. Well, there was so much thunder going on, and it's time to go to bed. The kids are a little bit worried. Even the kitty cat's a little bit worried. You see, it's time for bed. Have you ever heard that? Time for bed? Dad let me leave the light on so I could read, but that didn't help. I could still hear the thunder. It was so loud. I tried listening to my favorite tape, but I could still hear the thunder and lightning. So they're in bed, and they're trying to ignore the lightning and thunder, but it's keeping them awake. Has lightning and thunder ever kept you awake? I guess it has for me too. It's hard for me to go to sleep when it's lightning and thundering. Mostly I like to just keep watching it. So I put my head under my pillow. She didn't want to hear it, but that didn't help either. Look at her. Head under the pillow. Boom, 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 boom. That's how thunder goes. and it's hard to ignore it. It gets pretty loud. I started crying a little bit, and I yelled for my dad. Dad, Dad, Dad! She was getting a little nervous. I said, I hate thunderstorms, and she's talking to her dad. Her dad came and said, what's wrong? And she goes, oh, I hate thunderstorms. And Dad said, thunderstorms can be scary. They can be scary, but they're really very good. They can bring rain so that plants can grow and we can have enough water to drink. We need water. So he's telling her all the good things that thunderstorms can do because we need water, and water is really important. And thunderstorms bring sometimes a lot of water. Sometimes you even see a rainbow. So her dad's trying to help her understand that thunderstorms can be scary, but they can also be pretty good. But I was still scared, so I climbed into bed with my brother. So the brother and the sister are going to try to comfort each other and be together in bed. He said he wasn't scared. Then there was a big clap of thunder. We both screamed, ah! That scared us even more. Woo! Oh my, they're both scared, but the brother said he wasn't scared. Turns out he was. We ran into Mom and Dad's room. They said we could sleep on the floor in their room. We ran in, look at them. They're like, oh no, it's still thundering and lightning out and we're scared. Well, the next morning when I woke up, the sun was shining. Look at the sun. There's no clouds. Look at them wake up. Looks like they got through the night okay, and sometime during the night, the storm went away. Usually thunderstorms are pretty fast. So they come fast and they leave pretty fast. Mom said, see, thunderstorms are nothing to really be afraid of. She's helping her understand. Oh, look at the little kitty cat. What's the kitty cat doing? I think the kitty cat wants some of their sausage. Oh, it looks like they're having pancakes and sausage. That's a fun breakfast. Look at that. I didn't say anything. I just went outside to play with my brother's boats. Look at that. It's all nice out, but look how much water's on the ground. Can you see the water? There's puddles everywhere. I think thunderstorms are really scary, but they sure make great mud puddles. Look at them. They're playing in the mud and they're having fun, and there's no clouds anymore. They ended up liking going outside after the thunderstorm. So that's a book about just a thunderstorm. And they got a little bit scared, but I think they had some fun too. They got to have hot dogs and marshmallows with the fireplace. They got to have candles at night. Something Papa likes. Look at that mustache. It's just trying to stay right on there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the story about thunderstorms and know that Papa really likes thunderstorms. I love to watch them. I love to watch the snow come down too. I just like that kind of stuff. So I hope you enjoy whatever kind of weather you've got today. And maybe when there's a thunderstorm, you'll remember this little book. Well, I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
I love you so much.
Bye.